Here's take two. Happy Friday. Hope everyone's having a good time. Hope everyone had a great week. Great potential upcoming weekend if you live in the States. I know I just did all that. Muted. It's Friday. It happens. I hope everyone's having a good one. I hope everyone's a great one. Just remember, if you're assuming there's tech issues, it's usually on my end. So my bad. I was here for Tuganonki this morning. I'm here now. I'll be back for Lord of Mysteries tonight. Without further ado, let's pull up Teddy's Haven. Excuse me, pardon me. As always, like, comment, share. Hype is actually the most important thing that can be shared now. You use points and turn that into hype. And then it really helps the channel, I guess. Yeah, I'm here. It's be a nice, relaxing Friday, I'm hoping. So like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share us around if you can. TikTok, all that stuff. Use our clips. Seriously, for whatever purposes you may need. Enjoy yourselves. Without further ado, I'm gonna quit trying to do a PR spiel. Let's just play Teddy's Haven. We're on day 16 already. 16 days in with our little shop. Let's see what kind of shenanigans we're gonna get involved in this week. Well, okay. Yep, these two are the only buttons I really need. How you doing, Teddy? Let's put you on the windowsill here. Mittens, you're gonna stay inside this week. Yeah, nope, you're not coming with today. I'm gonna give you a nice little relaxing time. Everything looks to be streaming fairly well. Minimal issues. There is a Sphinx on the island, so first things first, I'm gonna get the store just kind of semi-set up. Then we're gonna go see what that's about. Not really sure what to do there, but we'll see. Our lovely little shop, our boy, make sure he gets paid. No, I got paid. How are we doing on the roll? 16, not bad. That's a good check. That's a good skill check. I'll be happy here. Now, I have axes I can literally put out now. Even newer, fancier swords. So, like, we got a lot of stuff we can work with here. What I need to do is get some of my shards out. My shards go in here. Ore goes in the other one. Beautiful. Let's grab some ore. Well, I got it. I'll just do Manasite, that's fine. Here you go. Nice and topped off. How beautiful it is. And now I need some berries that I can turn into jam. So let's try the Azure berries. How you doing? Look how beautiful it is. Lovely. In you go. Make as much jam as we can out of this. Apparently you can put the whole dang thing in there. That is a lot. Alright. And then, Book of Almost Anything, make sure Buddy gets paid. Summoner stuff gets taken care of. We'll add some shelves here shortly. So we can put up the rest of our weaponry, which will probably go along this wall here. So we'll see how that goes. But first, let's figure out what the heck this Sphinx is doing. Hanging out in our land. Having a good time. Looks like he's resting or relaxing. Or she. Can't tell. Way too far. Way too far to be able to tell anything with any discernment whatsoever. Grab these berries. And let's go rush over. There is a Sphinx. Just chilling. Don't know what it's up to. Never seen this before. I've seen dragons. I've seen golems. I've seen giant turtles. But never a Sphinx. So let's go see what that's going on about. Make sure we don't miss anything else. Mittens, I literally closed the door to the house. How did you get here? What's up, sheep? How are you doing? Give me some of your whisper wool. Thank you. Appreciate y'all. Alright. Keep getting sidetracked every single which way there is. If there is some looting to be had, or stuff I can make either into berries or into jams. I am all about that life right now, it seems. Alright. Hello. Sphinx and Crab. Hello. I have you now. Wah. Okay, back down. How you doing? I can rename the Crab King if I felt like it. He'd just be Mr. Krabs. Alright. You are just a Sphinx. What is this all about? What could you possibly be doing out here on this day? Hello? Nymera. Questions are many, but courage is rare. The right ones cut deeper than blades. Do not step forward without knowing why. Purpose is your shield. Doubt, your undoing. Only steady earn the secrets of stone. Thank you. Increase profits by 25%. Gentle Spirit of the Winds gave me a gift. That's very nice of her. Appreciate that, Nymera. Now, while I'm over here on this island I rarely ever go to, get some of these Fernbright shards, because I'm not going to be out here too often. It's just so far away. Our first honey cranberries. There's that. And some more stones over that way. Night Blush, very good. Good for us. That's a fast travel point back to the house, which we'll take here in a second. I want to get the last of these ore. Really impressive what they've done with this game. Like what they got cooking and have been cooking. So it's been a good time. And with an extra bonus on our profit for the day, we should be doing pretty fine. Hello, Fox. I always forget you're here. Thanks for the whisper wool, my dude. Cows, how we doing? None of them are kicking me anymore, so that's a boon. Remember when we first started this, I was getting kicked left, right, and center by these guys. Got some labradorite. Don't have a lot of that, obviously. There's just a lot of foraging. It's all the way back here in the great beyond. So this is probably one of the last things we get, I would imagine. And then swing back around the other side. Teleport home. And now we're back. More relaxing, we'll get our boy Teddy. There you go, buddy. Let me turn ya. I need to find a nice place to sit ya. Because everything's getting kind of rather crowded. Put you back here. Buddy will keep an eye on you. Now, need to figure out what we are adding. Because we need Stone Cleaver and the Brute Hook. So we get those two things added, we'll be doing pretty well here. So we'll get the nice display for our... These are axes. I think they would look best going face up, so we'll do 2 vertical, 4 vertical displays. Put them right here along the wall. It'll be semi-close. It's not gonna be perfect. As I fight for perfect. It's like in my head, it's like, no, we can do this. But externally, it's like, sir, you know. There we go. What are we doing? One more. There we go. And then we had last but certainly not least, keep our weapons creation pretty good here. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Just gonna make it a lot harder to keep up with what we got going on here, but that'll be fine. In you go. These ones are different design. So they go there. They're taller than the other ones. This is the short one. You can tell by the semi-cracked look, as where this one's more like, you can tell this was a design choice than anything else. Still only getting 4 per, feels like we're getting slightly shorted. So we'll add, maybe? No, let's adjust the price first. Make sure the market price is there. So everything else is at least 5. So that means we're going to be locked in here for a little bit. We will add 2 displays. We'll actually get 4 for these guys. Turn! Right about here. Rotate. Pivot. And here. There you go. And then the secret to making them look like they match is to put them off kilter from one another. You see, it's off here, but it looks like it's matching. So, it's pretty crazy that that's how that works, but whatever. Not really torn up about it. Boom. And then 1, 2, 1, 2. These ones will go on this side. There you go. Very nice. These are the sharper ones. Put you over here. Nice and lovely. Alright. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're actually stocked and supplied. The store is looking like it's coming together. I loaded everything up today. For the most part, I think I just need to buy gauntlets. Just fine. Not really the end of the world there. Yeah, let's go ahead and get the day started back. See how that's doing. While the customers come on in. Grab some gauntlets. How we doing? That worked out really nicely. I like that. Happy with what we've been able to do here. And here they come. So, just that. Teddy's love has been upgraded, so that's nice. Bows are fine. Which one are these guys again? The Ashwood. I might as well buy some more. It's not going to be the end of the world. I got cash to burn. Do I have any in here? I have stored 1. That's not going to really cut it. So I just have to buy 1. Ashwood. Ooh, how we doing? There we go. Nice and nice. Welcome in, adventurers. Welcome in, explorers. I'm going to just put this right here for now. That's just kind of out of the way. Got a lot of different varieties of people coming in and shopping. I'll let my clerk handle most of it. Alright, thank you for that. Get some apples for me. Very nice, happy to see. Everyone's doing a nice job of keeping things alive, moving and grooving. I'm sure someone's bought Ashwood by now. There we go. They've been buying a lot of it. They knew I was low, so they're always like, let's just keep that stocked up. Keep him busy. We have the new selection of axes. Should help to keep them quite happy. Our new swords. Well, new-ish. We added it last episode. And let people just kind of come in and shop. Our clerk handles most things. I just have to keep an eye on the inventory for now. I don't have enough to hire an inventory person and keep things going, so I'm just kind of doing the best we can with what we've got at this time. Alright, we'll buy one of you. How you doing? Boom. Get the crate here. Very nice. Put you over here. 1, 2, 1. And then I got room over here. One short, but that's not a big deal. Won't cause me to lose any sleep whatsoever. Our shards are doing nicely, so is our ore. We got jams being produced. And our D&D die. We got a 16 to start the day. Now a 19. And we already got our 10 bucks, paid the staff. Only one staff member. The line's pretty self-regulated. He just does that, and voila. He's very helpful, he's very quick. I'm pretty happy. Like Supermarket Simulator, if you guys hung around for that, you know that my biggest gripe was that the employees were incompetent, to say the least. It's like, I understand they wanted us to be more, like, in charge of things, but, like, this game was basically like, hey, just kind of do as you will. We're only 4 days in, and we're already running a pretty efficient store. Went from just regular, fruits and vegetables, and maybe a sword and a dagger, to now we have multiple varieties of daggers, multiple bows. We have swords aplenty, axes galore. We got these really cool looking gauntlets that, honestly, if you were an adventurer, it'd be hard not to enjoy something like that. So we are coming along. The creators of this game, phenomenal job. Hats off to them and everything they did as the design team. I had only one bug, like, when I first was trying to get the recordings going for it. But ultimately, it was fixed in the very next patch. Like, I didn't have to sit there and wait a long period of time. They were on it. So I appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Goat? Appreciate that. You guys are really making it look like I don't know what I'm doing here. No matter what happens, they just ensured it was going to be an odd number of items on the shelf. How we doing? Okay, here I am inside of your head, apparently. Do not want to be there. Okay, 15, 15 across the board. And then 17. Very nice. OCD appeased. Already coming up on nighttime. Things haven't been too bad. There's some gauntlets. There we go. We'll just leave the box of one out. It's not a bad thing. They do not really seem to be liking the other bows. They are more expensive, I know that. But by the same token, I was hoping, because they were slightly more expensive, but the high quality of the item would make people want it. But you can never really predict your consumer. They just kind of, you have to adjust on the fly. Alright. Some axes and a sword. Let's add those. I grabbed the swords first by accident. Relatively stocked, call that good. And then my blunt axes, more of a Ghibli style axe than anything. Put that there. Everybody else seems to be having a pretty decent time. Can't complain too much. We sell through Ashwood bows like it's the world's greatest invention. I don't know why. Couldn't tell you. But if product's moving, product's moving. You know, gotta be grateful for that. And I keep forgetting I literally installed a furnace right here so I could save myself from running across the way. But here I am, still running across the way. The fool. Excuse me, everybody. Resupply my daggers. This whole wall of daggers is still good. Probably need some side swords, so... Well, I went through a thing. I had the more serrated axes, or just... They look like they're designed a little bit sharper with the cuts, so you assume higher quality. These swords, beautiful, as always. That'll do. Can't be mad at that. Yep, this is low. Come on. Gotta keep up with the supply and demand here. If anyone is wondering, yes, there is a Sphinx in the background. I ran over there at the start of the day, said hello, and the Sphinx gave me some sage wisdom and increased profitability of the store by 25% for today only. So, yeah. Lovely. Very kind of her. Ooh, and now we've hit the relaxation portion of the business day. Customers are basically the list of the last couple customers are marching in from our travel portal, and then our line is pretty wraparound. I might actually have to hire another clerk to keep up with the demand, even though our guy he's holding it down. He's doing his thing. But just increasing the efficiency is probably not a bad thing. I sure could just open the register, but I don't really like being stuck behind the register. I prefer doing the inventory side of things. Counting out exact change isn't exactly what I'd call ideal, truth be told. Been there, done the retail of that in life, and not a fan. Not keen on going back to it. So that's why we're trying to grow the channel here. See what we can have done so I can keep making amazing content for you, the viewers. Well, ideally amazing. Self-glazing is not welcome here. There's that. How we doing? Some swords. Let's get our market back. Bam. Pardon me, everybody. Nice. I love that for us. This is so pretty to stare at. You can just be like looking at it for a while. But let's get back and focus. Gauntlets, how we doing? Should be probably one of the last things we need to purchase. Then we can go exploring for the rest of the evening. One left. The bag of holding. Go in there. Last customer is checking out. Alright, I'll grab that just because. Give Teddy some love. And that is day 16, everybody. Day 16 of this with more, much more to come. How we doing? There. Teddy, I'm going to take you back to the house. Let me look outside first, make sure there's nothing falling from the sky again. I've had a couple meteors, like, fall in the middle of the night. Just smash into the ground. So I'm trying to make sure I move my boy Teddy safely. He was, I guess, abandoned by somebody. So we got the privilege of taking care of him, and I've just kind of transported him from place to place. Mittens is somehow not home still. I wonder if Mittens is on the island. Because when I fast traveled, Mittens was in fact there. How our cat managed to travel over the water, I don't know. But I'm not really trying to figure it out either. We're gonna go forage just for a second. We're gonna get more stone, and then we'll get the day back going. I didn't say hello to our chickens this morning, so that was remiss of me to do. See what they're up to at night. Right over here. Like, there's a lot of places to travel. Hello, Buster. How we doing? Chicken's got demons eyes. This Tornado, the big chicken, he'll give you 3 eggs. Everybody else is a single, or 2, I guess. It's based upon how well your tending level is. But you can go all the way back there. There's a waterfall area. There is a castle over here. You can travel up near this. There's a gravesite up top of here. You can't go to that castle yet. You can't go there. But over that way there is a raptor and a stegosaurus. That's just there, hanging out. And they are Game Grumps Easter eggs, because they also have a rabbit there for Ninja Brian. Ego Raptor was, of course, Aaron's handle for forever. And Danny loves a stegosaurus, so it's a stegosaurus, because Danny is really big into dinosaurs. Over back that way is just kind of a mining area with some trees, some fresh fruit. But for now, day 16 looks like it's going to conclude. Hey, our cat. Oh, that's not our cat, that's Buster. Mittens is our cat. Buster just kind of hangs out. let's go to bed, because that's how you save the game. And get on with the next day. Alright. Anything crazy going on to start today? Looks pretty calm. Our cat still hasn't returned home. And let's see here. What's up, Buster? That's pretty par for the course. There's a giant rock golem moving in the background. Just chilling. He's living his best life. You can see him traversing the terrain. It'd be cool to see like two titans of that size just kind of like duking it out. Maybe even having like an arm wrestling competition or something in the background. I think that'd be funny. And I thought by upgrading the pond here, originally this pond is vacant. There's nothing there. Sorry for hitting the mic. And you can build this shrine to this goddess who is no longer worshipped, and I thought you'd get a whole bunch of crazy benefits or perks. No, it's just like one of those fetch quests with a minimalistic reward, so there wasn't much to be had with it, so to speak. So that felt a little unfortunate. Felt like they kind of missed the mark there, but if that's my biggest gripe about the game, it's very, very good. It's very affordable on Steam. I think this one is like still under 15 bucks. It's still in an alpha stage, so technically there should be a lot more flaws than there are. There just isn't. So, passing it along for everybody. Teddy's Haven on Steam. But back to what we have going on here. Come on, Teddy. I know you were sleeping. Sorry to wake you up. Yeah, you can yell at me all you want. I need you to go and hang out with Buddy behind the register as we work on continuing to upgrade this store. Make sure everyone gets paid before I do any upgrades. That's 12 bucks per time you hit that. You can literally take out loans. Royal placeholder. I don't even know what that is. Okay, this is a different style of loan. We have different upgrades we can do. What we should be doing is working on getting probably some small items in the store. More weapons display. But that's 1,000, so that's really expensive. You can add toys into what we have going on here. And you can even hire more people to stock the store. Because I already hired Buddy, I can hire Rocco if I feel like I really need that big kick in the pants. So while I'm contemplating ideas, let's grab some of the stuff I've got here. My Dragon Blood shards. Will go in here. And then you get nice new items out of it. And then you put ore in there, same thing. Let's see, where do I got some ore? Some manasite here. Let's grab that. Nice and full. And now I need to use some of those berries so I can make jams. And all these things I can sell. Because, like, we turned some other stuff into Star Shard. The Honey Glow Shard turned into Honey Glow Gems. So that's kind of like what I'm doing here. I just haven't really seen a reason to... Let's use this Skydrop berries to put them out yet, as I'm still working on just the basics of getting the store up and running. Let's go ahead and put that there. Yeah. Because of the color that I put in here, it looks reddish now. Nice touch. I will definitely give them that. It's a very nice touch. I didn't even notice that thing was empty this whole time. Why was no one telling me? Y'all know I'm foolish and forgetful. 23, 26, 43. We're loaded up on potions. We got journals. That's fine for now. Let's get the day started, shall we? Did I pay him? I swore I did. Yeah, I did. Like, I want to make sure everyone's getting their due. He worked works very hard. Do not ever leave me in charge of a payroll. It will be bad. Not on purpose, mind you, just forgetfulness. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, good, that's nice. Everything else is in a good spot. Let's see. Welcome in, one and all. I will let you guys do your thing. By the time I'm done with this little circle around that I always do, we can get more done that way. Some stone, got them silverite, soul berries, which are seasonal. They weren't originally like this. Chickens in the morning, how we doing? Good morning, everybody. Good stuff. Nothing out of the abnormal in the backyard today. So that might mean something crazy will happen at the end of the business day. It seems to be pretty consistent that you should get either one in the morning or one at night, because like we had that rock golem that was going this way, who's now just gone. And sure, we have this giant beacon to the sky over here, but that, in my experience, has not amounted to much of anything. And I'm still getting bagging points from my employees bagging things, so pretty nice. Truth be told, I shouldn't. It doesn't really seem fair to everybody, but kinda is what it is, I guess. Put these books up here. Nice and full. Boom. There we go. This is pretty empty, so we'll get that stacked up. Everything always appears at the window. Full, and that's close to it. Maybe I really didn't need it, but it'll do. These are semi-full. Gauntlets are nice. Hello, swords. Grab 2 of those, because we are flying through the inventory. There you go, and boom. Use the fire that's next to where we're at. My goodness. Quivers are good. Daggers are loaded. Bows are holding on quite well as well. Try not to keep careening the screen around like a madman. Got some arrows. That's right in my face. 2 and 1, 2. There we go. It's so much closer. I don't know what I'm even up to with that. He's doing a great job. Part of me wants to see what the inventory person even does. But I don't want to get one and then not really know what I should be doing from there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have a role currently, and I don't necessarily want to put myself out of a job if I don't have to. So I get owning is like a thing as well, but like being actively involved in the business is probably more my speed. And these bows that people are just adoring right here. Now they're going through those. That for me. That as well. That's the sideways. Most curious. Boom. Grab this. I was hoping someone would have bought one in the time I was away from that particular section. There we go. Turn it 3 and 3. I think that's a better look. Store is just cruising along. Grab some of this, just because I'm semi-concerned. Back to the other end. Top it off. is going low, big guy. We are nearing that time where the day is going to come to an end. Not a bad business day. People are happy. The shelves are full. I'm actually remembering to get stuff on the right time for once. So, that's pretty nice. Grab this. Okay. Top that off. There you go. Make everybody go to 16, except for you. Floor's coming along nicely. How many more people we got coming? Still coming in mass. Bless their hearts. Bless their hearts for supporting the business. Just keeping me busy. Nice and full. Grab our potatoes. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Come on, fill up. There you go. Rest in there for the bag of holding. For our overflow. Our nice swords with the gem inlaid into the blade itself. There you go. Someone buy some bows? There you go. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, my guy. Asking you shall receive. Swords over here. Let's go ahead. See what we can do. 1, 2, 3. Quivers are not selling. I'll be honest. They really just aren't selling. Teddy, I always have time for a friend. And this is pretty low. Let's fix that, shall we? Make sure we can get this nice and completed. And mostly full. Set it here. Out of the door, out of the walking travel path. More of our axes. How we doing? And I leveled up the shop. Level 13. That is unnecessarily loud, though, I will say, for that one sound effect. Everything else, pretty steady. Than that, no. Looks like if that happened during this portion of the evening, people would be like, really? The music starts hitting, people start relaxing, enjoying the night sky, and this prime real estate that we have out here. And then all of a sudden, boom. Blaring, loud music. Excuse me, miss. Just trying to top off the shelf here. As I let this one get really, really low. OCD was really happy that that went to 12 across the board. So, of course, someone bought exactly one just to be like, you know that happy feeling you had? You don't need that. 16, there's that. That'll have to do. Probably could have made it all 15 across the board. No, I can't, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. We'll grab more swords, and then more bow. And that might be it. The last little bit that we need to power through, and we'll have a lot of money saved up. Enough to potentially think about some expansion ideas, making the store bigger, redecoration, things of that nature. We need a little bit more space, make it more spacious for how we have things going. We have this quiver, last customer's checking out now. Alright, good job, buddy, you did fantastic. And now there is a unicorn just chilling by the portal. What is up, my friend? How are you, doing? What are you doing? Alright, thanks for the dark lunacite shards. Appreciate that. I'll take that nighttime, I guess. Not the end of the world there. Bright beam, I'm sure it'd be hard to sleep if your window was like on that side of the house. It'd be next to impossible. How much light it's just casting off. Alright. The store is gonna need another pretty large expansion. So there we go. Another 5x5. We knocked out that wall. So let's see what we can do here. Make you a little bit closer to your friend. Close but not touching. We'll move the swords over to be by the daggers. It just kind of makes sense. The fact that we don't have shields is a little peculiar to me yet, but I can probably get that here in a minute. I'll have to move a chandelier over for light coverage. There you go. Come on, right there. The other swords will turn this way. Put it pretty close over there. That way we can have pretty decent time of it. Is that this furnace, which you can't attach to the wall for some reason, even though the other one is. Looks like that one's just hanging right there. This one has to literally just sit on the ground. Make this perpendicular to the other one. You make it off kilter, it's where it matches up. Couldn't explain how that works, but it just is. There you go. Nice. The other one's a little bit off because I did too good of a job with the other one. Yeah, that'll do. It's fine. Now, put the quivers next to the bow. Just makes sense in my head. Keeps the space more open. Gauntlets could go back to back just for spacing. Slow turn. And we'll have that space maximized right here. There you go, nice flow. Axes probably need to be brought over here. So we'll put those next to the gloves. There we go. You're gonna go here. That'll do. You guys match up with this one. So you're gonna go here. And gonna be close but not touching. Right there. Actually worked perfectly the first time. A little alarmed by that. Now there's a lot more trial and error. There you go. This one on the back. You're gonna go on the front. Here. Get a full crate of that just to fix it. There you go. I just realized this one is literally slanted. There you go. It's like, why am I offering this at a crooked spot. You need to be a little bit more here. How about you? Let's fix this, shall we? There you go. Good stuff. Now the store looks a little bit more exemplary. Get another chandelier attachment. Our decorations. Get a wood one. And of course attach it directly to the beam. Beautiful. We'll add 2 banners and probably call it good. Yeah, probably on the wall here will be fine. Got a banner hanging up there. Put the alchemist banner over on this side. Make sure this one is nice and high up like the other one is. Beautiful. We've got some decoration. Things look a little better. I still got money left over. Come on, Teddy. Back to the house we go. So no idea where Mittens went, but Mittens is an independent cat, so welcome to do as Mittens pleases. Up top, there you go. Nice to see you. Yeah, it's still Buster. Mittens is probably lost on that island. Probably come back at the start of the next episode, which won't be quite a far ways away, as that'll be next week. 49 minutes in. Let's end day 2. Okay, anything peculiar today? The beam decided to stop today. Don't see any giant creatures of any kind. Not bad. I'll move Teddy over here in a second. Wow. The store does look like it's coming along quite nicely, actually. I am not upset about that in the slightest. Turn from a 19. It's gonna be stuck for a while. First things first, though. Make sure Buddy gets his paycheck. Not gonna be playing that game. Our Dragon Blood Shard. In you go. Fill up our Crystology. Now we are going to pull out some ore. Where can we be? Have I used all the ore? No, I did not. Star Spebble. Make that nice and full. Love to see it. And then we'll add some berries in there. We'll do bloodberries this time, as they make nice jams that we can turn around and sell to the public as necessary. Make sure everyone is in a decent spot overall. So that's full. Boom. Really want to get more banners, just kind of make the store look a little bit more appealing now that I've seen what they actually look like. Which is crazy. Wow, okay, a lot of interesting things to add there. Add about 3 of those guys. This is kind of where our weapons are naturally being stored, so having a weapons banner kind of makes sense. There we go. And then last, but certainly not least for the time being, and then we'll open the store and let the chaos begin and see how I feel about the new flow pertaining to everything is. Center-ish. That one's too low. Oh, I'm stuck. Got stuck on some swords, folks. I pierced my own character. Nice. That'll do. Without further ado, to start the day, hit the lovely candle of time. There's my sun apple. Eat those. I'm going to tend to the chickens while we are waiting for everybody to start getting the commotion started. Some stones, followed up by some amber root ore. Added. The amber root ore is literally appearing in the box, like above me, but my frame is covering it, so apologies there. What's that? Good job, everybody. How we doing? This is where Buster was supposed to live, but he's kind of just out patrolling, doing his thing. Chickens, thank you. The goats are already amassing in the store. Is there anybody out here? Nope. Seems like a pretty calm day. Love that for us. More ghost berries for ghost berry jam. Love that. That's gonna be beautiful. And down we go. Some stone umbracite. Good for us. We can turn that into something useful later on. Now let's return to our shelves, because getting money pretty much hand over fist here. We need to ensure we are keeping things stocked and supplied. Can I jump up here? Oh, hey, nope. Kinda, sorta, but not in a way that works. That's that. Good for us. How are we doing? Grab some of those. I need two bows. For some reason, the goat has a bow and arrow. They don't really know how the goat ended up buying a bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. Wow. It's like, how would a goat even use a bow and arrow? Let's be just perfectly honest with everybody. I don't have the foggiest idea. A quiver. Let's put you over here. Next to your brother. Put this here. Some swords. These guys go all the way over here. Now that the store is much larger, it's harder to keep things stocked the way I had it before. But that's kind of a good problem to have, I guess. I forgot to move Teddy from place A to place B today, so that's mildly appalling. I feel like that's kind of not what the spirit of the game called Teddy's Haven is about. Just ignoring Teddy for a day. Not good. But I can kind of turn that area, pardon me, into more kind of relaxation area, or just a place to throw extra crap, because at the end of the day I can just move all those. No one's gonna walk through them, so they won't have any major issues. You can just kind of store things as needed. Really? Someone bought a whole other crate of those? What is going on today? People are going nuts. Or was I just out foraging that long that I am horrifically behind? I mean, I could be horrifically behind, but it seems more out of character than I would like to really admit. So we got these guys. You guys go here. Good on ya. So there's rated ones. There you go. What are we doing here? Let's take this all the way back over here. Because they keep cleaning me out. Like, in incredible fashion. There's a dagger. I need these bows. And some gauntlets. My goodness, this one was on the other side. So there's one spot that was finally created. Throw it all the way over there. How we doing? You guys are doing fine. Top those off. And someone bought the last of them while I was over here. What? How did that even happen? I was on top of things, I thought. But clearly, not the way I was hoping. I got lost for a second. I'm like, where are the gauntlets? What happens when you redecorate? My brain was so used to the other one. Right, these ones go all the way back over here. Nope, the other side. There you go. Yep, same ones. Same run, same price. And the customers do not stop coming. Like, at all. There's no way I would be able to keep up. But that's part of the challenge. Inventory person might need to be hired here. So I'm getting my butt kicked. Pretty sufficiently. But if they can't place orders, like, am I really just supposed to do that portion of things? Might just have to hire them and find out. Fill up this whole shelf. There you go. There you go. 24 is the max. There you go. Still got fruits, berries, things of that nature. I can start putting jams up for sale here in a minute. Get rid of all these. Alright. Not good. Not good, folks. There's some axes. Swing it around to the back side. Nice and topped off. Throw that away. Now, go back over here. Oop. Sword. There you go. I don't know what that customer's staring at, and it's a wall. But that's their business. Who am I to tell them what they should and should not do? Doesn't really seem like something I need to be involved with. There's that. And now the quivers are nice and full. Excuse me, miss. Sneaking right on by you. There we go. And then swords again for like the 5th or 6th time today. There you go, beautiful. Otherwise, we held pretty firm for most of the day. They cleaned me out, but we made back most most of the money we spent in upgrades already on day 1 of it. Can't be mad at that. Good business is good business on a Friday, you know? And I hope you guys are having a nice, relaxing one, enjoying yourselves, having a little bit of time just to kick back here with Variants. Teddy's Haven. Fun game. On Steam. Very affordable. And very much an enjoyable game to play. I think the last customer is checked out. Nope, we got the last 2 adventurers finishing up for the day. So let me restock, resupply while they are finishing. There you go. Boom. Alright, this is good, this is fun. There you go. Load up our onions, because people be buying their onions like crazy. And then whenever you got leftovers, bag of holding for the win. Which I think for a fantasy universe is such a flavor win. Grab 1 thing of daggers. You did a great job today, buddy. You held the fort, you held the line. I struggled. It was not pretty. I spent too much time doodling or doing other things. And he just kept it going, kept it strong, and did an impeccable job. Now that we finished that day, let's see what we can add here. We'll do another alchemy upgrade. And let me get another tall double display shelf, like one of these guys, because they are fantastic. Do it pretty close to that one, but we'll make sure the banner is more centered. There we go. The shelf is fine. Does it matter if we cover it? Yeah, it looks pretty awful if we cover it. It's not like the other ones where they're just short, so it makes it real nice and easy to display things. We'll get 1 more double, just so we can ensure that we have things where we need to be. As we just bought so many more potions to display in the store. There you go. Nice, easy. And our shelf items, because this is all I had to begin with, was a potion of health and magic. We've since upgraded, got stamina, clarity, and the alchemist field journal. We just got these ones. Potions of speed, 2 of those, 2 endurance, 2 high potions of health, and 2 of those, which now has caused anarchy across the Western Front. The books, I'll have to keep as a top shelf item to kind of match what I have there. This will go here, and there, and here as well. These are the potions of speed. Here, here, and here. So everyone knows what I'm working with. And now we can kind of work on topping those off. Gonna need quite a few more. These potions will... Interesting. I could change things up a bit. We'll worry about that in a moment. Potion, high potion of health. Stamina. Potion of health. Yeah, we're gonna need to do a full back to market switcher. Because this is that's magic. Enchantment. Because we need to change how things are displayed. You guys can go over here. All the way to 10. Beautiful. Love that for us. And then the books I will make happen as needed. If you ever need empty crates, they're completely free. It's not gonna be it's not a thing you gotta worry about. Give me those. the high potions will go here. Oh, use the empty one. What am I doing? Empty out this shelf. As we're gonna empty out all the shelf there. And boom. High potion of health. I'll leave those two there. Grab this empty one. And let's take that off. How we doing? Good stuff. Nice. That looks so much better. Now, try and fix what I got going on here. Because I don't think that's gonna be ideal. Grab all the books. They'll be really easy to fill up this crate with. Means I don't have to worry too much. Put magic next door. We'll load up stamina. Put you down there. Magic. Let's make sure everything goes empty. Stamina. Yep, most of it. Yeah, 3 shorts, not bad. Now magic, he's got this nice and occupado. 3 rest here. Boom. Stamina, enhance, speed. I can really make something happen there. The books, however, I need to probably put here. Yeah, books will just be top shelf item, because it'll be fine. The field journal versus the other one's not too crazy of a change. It shouldn't be too bad. That's there. Potion of clarity. I want those to be fully stocked like those are. Then I have 3 more, so this is where things get interesting. Because the books, I could literally... books. Quick change, quick change. Calling it audible. There you go. Not bad. There's the books. Whole top shelves are now perfectly aligning-ish. Clicking a little fast there. 3, 3. And then those are stamina. Will that work? Something else comes along, just have to leave the space empty for now. Probably. Can't really think of what else I can do with it that I'm gonna be just absolutely tickled by. That'll have to do. Either way, upgrading the alchemy was absolutely necessary. Okay, you are part of these guys. There we go. 16 across the board. And get rid of the empties now. Decoration, another alchemy banner. Well, this is the alchemy banner. Whoops. I need to box that up. Leave that there. This is the harvest banner. I am a fool. It's not really a great space for a harvest banner. Because the harvest is all I got to display. So I guess that'll have to do. It's not pretty, folks. This is the alchemy. Then I can get another one and place it on the other side. If I ever cover it up, it'll just be kind of is what it is, you know? It's not going to be exactly perfect. That'll do. Get the store feeling more authentic. Did I get this one high enough? And of course I didn't. All the way to the top. Beautiful. And I'll just have to slap another harvest one up here for the time. If I could get it out of the wall, though, that'd be great. Well, if it's there, it goes there now. If it sits. Purchase a crate of these extreme potions of healing. The high potion, the high potion of health. Kind of like Final Fantasy, the high potions versus the regular potions. And then the mega potions on top of that as well. And when I open the store, I'm not going to be able to pay my employee, but you get 2 days for that, so not a big deal. Make sure everybody matches our market price. And I accidentally purchased another crate of that. Didn't mean to, just meant to do this, confirm. This, confirm. One crate of that's not the end of the world, but now I'm broke. So, it just is what it is. The supermarket struggles always continue. But we have a nice shelf established. Now I got extras on those like I wouldn't believe. So I'll just set this here for the time. Take a look at the store. We're coming along. We're getting a lot of decoration done in this episode. Right? Is there anything going on outside tonight? Or is it just standard quiet night? Because last night was the unicorn showing up at the portal. Nothing crazy today. I'll go say hi to Teddy. There's Buster. Mittens is still on the island, gone. There's Teddy. And let's go ahead and save and get on to the next day. Day 19 of summer. Teddy. Alright, looks peaceful, looks calm. Fairly serene. Alright, the giant turtle has come back. We'll go say hello to the giant turtle. See what he's kind of on about for the day. He's probably got something interesting for us as far as a store perk. It would be a shame of me not to use that ability wisely. And then I'll need to remember to pay my bills throughout the day. Oh, there's Mittens, hiding in the bushes. So he's working his way back to the house. He just was hanging out with the tiger melons and thought, you know, this is where I want to be. I ain't mad at it. Just kind of is what it is. The whisper hooves, thank you guys for the wool. Appreciate. Alright, now back to the turtle. What exactly are you up to today? Because everything seems to be drawing me to that island. And this is the Azor Pinch. Now to be named Crappy. Congratulations, you're a Pokemon. You're welcome. That is your future, and that is... music is going to change here. Actually got the timing on that right. Let's see what this turtle wants. Every large being seems to want something. I don't know what his deal is, for the most part. Sky Shard, very lovely. And Night Blush, good for us. Make some night blush jam out of that. And we're gonna hit the stones here, and then head down that. We'll just head straight to them. Why not? There's some stuff to procure right on the way. Always nice to see. There we go. And Blue Sky Shard. Hey, listen. Legend of Zelda reference. And if you touch it, the fairy will follow you around the whole rest of the day. Or the rest of your stream. Really depends. See what this guy wants. All the way out in the middle of nowhere. That's when they said you can explore in this game. They meant it, because our lands... You're walking on water, Dan? Alright, whatever. I ain't arguing with it. It's like, you can go a pretty decent ways away. I am almost there. Seeing what the giant turtle wants. I know you had a name, but I forgot what it was. I saw you previously. We're almost there. Okay. Azerthal. Shells and currents. You actually made it. Most folk ask their questions from the shore, but not you. Oh no. You bring the whole ocean with you. Softly now, shopkeeper. Softly. I speak of the Elder Tide Hollow. Few know it. Even fewer return. It lies beneath the world where the ocean floor opens like a blooming flower. There the water glows, not from sun, but from memory. Old voices swirl through the currents. Whale mothers, storm callers, gods that slept too long. I go only to remember that I'm not the first, nor the last. Thank you for letting me speak of it. My shell carries many years, but your listening lightens them. Alright, you're welcome, I guess. Increase profits by 25%. So, we'll do the smart thing. Teleport home. We'll open up the shop. And I'll bring Teddy over so he can hang out inside and see the increased profits, and me panic as I realize we are broke, even though we are coming along rather nicely as far as the story is concerned. So, that is to be expected. I always upgrade too soon. The minute I have coins, it leaves. Alright, Teddy, turn you here. Now we'll leave you this way. You're gonna hang out with Buddy, who I will be paying as soon as the shift gets going. There you go. Take our 13 bucks per item. 16 is now 14. So today's gonna be worse than it was the day before. In my storage, I'll pull out the Lunacite shard. Load this beautiful guy up. Then we'll grab some ore for that. And this bag of purchasing. You fool. You foolish fool. I need ore. So use the pebble bright. Fill this up to turn it into beautiful stones. And then we'll fill that up with berries. We did bloodberries yesterday, so we'll do the honey cranberry today. Make a beautiful, beautiful jam. I think that'll be good for us. Alright, so now this is black. It was red yesterday and gold the day before that. So it does change based upon the berries you give it. This looks exactly the same all the way through, and you're good here. I don't have enough to pay you, though, I don't think. Now I got enough for your paycheck, I just don't have enough to pay my summoner's tribute, which is basically my taxes. Yay. I'll purchase a crate of that. We'll get the day started. This time I'll actually be in the store, or close to it, when we start, so it won't get too terribly behind. There's just a blue sphere hanging in the wall. I guess that's a thing. stone that I almost have 2,000 of into pebble bright ore. Let's go over this way. Grab more soul berries. And say hello to the chickens. Good morning, chickens. How we doing? Tornado. There we go. And down over this way. We'll take some stones with us. Beautiful. Good job, everybody. We are having a lovely, lovely Friday evening. Happy to have everybody in chat. You guys look lovely. Look at this. There's Teddy with some love. How did that get empty? I just opened. Someone would have had to literally buy every single one immediately. That's crazy. Doesn't really seem to be ideal. I'm gonna move this as well. Move that up just so I can see what we have. And I'm gonna pay my tax on my shop. Because I've never missed a day. I don't think today would be a great day to start. Okay. You want all my carrots? That's fine. Let's fill that. Good job. Bag of holding for the rest. Buy some gauntlets. And almost full. Now it's more even. Yeah, these banners are definitely making the store look more efficient, so to speak. Okay. I guess you want my bows pretty badly. And every time I say bows, I always sound like I'm trying to advertise, like, for, like, the headphone company. Okay, so that's full. Put that there. Oh, great, the giraffes are here. What's up, giraffes? I got giraffes and goats aplenty. Swords are running low. And I'll just grab a thing of daggers while I am thinking about it. We got giraffes, we got goats, we got wizards, we have knights. We have a hodgepodge of characters shopping here at Geek Variants, and we support them all. I'm just a little distrustful of geese. There, said it. Wanted it on record that it was make me uncomfortable. I don't know why. Just do. You buying all my swords, man? It looks like you're buying all my swords. I appreciate the patronage. Swing back over here. Someone else. Giraffe, what are you gonna do with a sword? How would that even work? I don't know. I'm asking a lot of questions here that I probably never will get the answers to. These guys go here. And one here, and one here. Good, good, good. Nice to see, nice to have. The other one got flipped upside down somehow, some way. There we go. Yeah, a giraffe with an axe, I definitely would not mess with, but I'm just concerned as to how that nope, wrong one. That's not the right one. Those guys go here. Before I continue to compound that issue, let's put the actual right ones in its current place. There. Beautiful. Just like all of you at home. Somehow I didn't match that to market price. That guy probably feels cheated that everyone else got the deal he didn't. But my forgetfulness, we honored the price. We saw the tag, we honored the tag. Why are you behind the register? You lost? You okay? Are you robbing me? Is that what's happening? Hopefully I don't get fantasy robbers. I don't know how to draw a weapon if I could. put things in a, well, I'd be bad. I'd be down bad. And defeated for certain. Not in a good way, for sure. That's there. The rest for the bag of holding. Y'all seem to like my potion of endurance. Are you guys, having extracurriculars, or what? What are we doing here with that? What seems to be the purpose of the extracurriculars that we have going on here? Axes. There it is. More swords. Store is getting massive. Rather fast. Give Teddy some love. He's had a trying day dealing with all the customers. And I need more gauntlets to smack people with. Maybe that's what I would use to stop thieves if they ever showed up. Just put on some of these gauntlets and basically Fallout punch them into the not existing. Seemed like one option. Potion of high health. I'll grab one of those. How we doing? Boom. There you go, there you go. Welcome in, one and all. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic time. People still coming from the portal. I probably should give Buddy some help and hire another register individual. He's getting swamped. He's doing a great job. He just needs help. Or deserves help. He's basically holding down the line there in a way that I would just be overwhelmed at the register. I wasn't keeping up with the regular supply. So, for me to sit here and say otherwise would be just talking out of one end for absolutely no purpose. Remember, everyone, internet clout is completely worthless. It means nothing in the grand scheme of things. People flex it on the internet. Don't need to do that. I don't get a deal at my local supermarket because I have a YouTube channel. It's not how that works. Pay like everybody else. Get that back to 14, 14, 18, and that one's 19, I guess. So much for having it be even. Worth a shot, I guess. Tone down my voice to match the music. Let everyone relax their Friday. As opposed to me still anarchistically running the shop. Buy one of those, why not? See how we're doing. Alright, where are we at? Right here. Got one extra, so I'll put it in the bag of holding. I need to go through this bag of endless storage and like actually see what I have extras of and how much of them I have. It's been a minute since I checked, and if you followed me on any series we've done, whether it was Skyrim or Witcher 3 or Fallout 4, we all know that I tend to forget what I'm holding on to because I overloot, and it's just a never-ending issue. Loot is mine, though, I say, and I will not stop. I'm a loot gremlin or loot goblin, whichever one term you prefer. That's what we're about. Okay, and boom. Nice and beautiful. Just like yourselves. Open the swords. For the back corner here. Make sure we get things nice and loaded up. Nearing the end of day number 19 as a business. We started off with only daggers and swords and some berries. And now we have a lion. Well, not a lion, we have a bear. A lion doesn't even look like a bear. What the? We have a bear. And all of this. It's crazy how fast things have escalated. I need to get another one here just to push everybody kind of this way, but like nothing too crazy. Y'all can match up. That's fine. Doesn't bother me none. Okay, that's gonna bother me. Right here. Funny how that worked. Okay, here. The last customer has checked out, so the day is technically done. I'm just finishing up here at this point. What do we got? Perfect. Good stuff. Don't really still have a lot of space, but let's see what we can do here. Management. Alright, where are we gonna put Rocco? Rocco, you gonna hang out over here, my dude? Rocco is literally a rock. Huh. Alright. Maybe, just maybe, we can do things this way. Get the maximum amount of storage from it. It needs to be further back. And not looking like it's going through the dang wall, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that would be best. Don't worry, I can figure out how to line up swords. It just takes me a lot longer than everybody else. I think this is an embarrassing long amount of time. Okay. Making the bow and the quiver and stuff is fine. I'm just gonna put Rocco like over here in his own little corner. I think Rocco should have his own space opposite my other individual. Because I could literally just put them both in the back. Should I just move all the weapons? I should move all the weapons. It's like literally put Rocco on top of him. 'Cause I can't make all the weapons fit. That's my big issue. Don't have the necessary space. So yeah, actually I'm just gonna put Rocco in the corner opposite. Be kind of like a juxtaposition of what we are currently got. You go here, you can have your own little private corner. This will keep you warm. How you doing? I paid all my tax today. Everybody's good. Nothing crazy going on in the sky. No weird monsters appearing, so let's move Teddy back home. How you doing, bud? He now loves me at level 19. That's very sweet of him. I'm 10 experience points away from getting to level 14, which would help upgrade the store some. You go here. Boom. Is there anything decoration-wise for the store I can do that's really going to make a significant impact? It's like the banners look quite nice, and they really bring the space together. So what I can do is get 2 more for the weaponsmith. And it looks like we get some kind of like tables and candles and things of that nature. Like, those are nice, but like, they're not really going to make me exceptionally happy. You're going to be as centered as possible, all the way at the top. Beautiful. Get 1 more, and then that will go next to it. How you doing? Okay. proudly displaying, we got a weaponsmith store. The corner looks a lot better now. That's the alchemist. This the harvest, which clearly I'm not doing a lot with fruits or jams at the moment. I could, I don't think it's necessary. I don't have enough potions to go here and here. The next set will go there as needed. We have everything else on a shelf somewhere, 'cause, yep, we got all those. That's up, that's up. Is there anything else we can add here? Craft-wise, I can add like a cheese burrow, a fluff whirl. WIP farming plot, currently disabled functionality. Interesting. Orlane converter takes stone and randomly turns into that. Gleam forge crystals into gems. That'd be interesting. Display, and I already went through the products. As far as upgrades are concerned, basically toys is all we can add now to really make things pop. Now offers a special contract gaining access to custom wall dividers, perfect for adding form and flair to any space. Genuinely curious. But we just spent a bunch of money, so probably shouldn't do that just yet. We'll have to let the next day roll around, and then we will address that. But inside my bag of endless holding, let's see what we're actually holding on to. Not too much. Not as much as I thought I would be, anyway. I can take out those and the daggers pretty easily, as well as quiver. So I don't have to keep buying extra. I can just pull out what's... Give me that. I need you. Blades. I probably got space for one. Nope. It's just making everything explode up. There's that. Swords. Pretty good. Honestly, don't feel any kind of way about that. Was able to get some items out of the bag here. I just need space for one sword, so ta-da! Nice and easy. My curved shivs, I guess is what they're called. Well, they're gonna go there. Yeah, I hired a rock. There's a literal rock and some kind of Ewok-esque creature working as my cashiers. So, that's a thing. That's Rocco. And that's just Buddy. We'll see how they handle the store, because tomorrow is Rocco's first day, and, well, we'll see how he does. I was going to make some kind of rock pun, but for once I'll walk away from that. There we go. Nice and loaded up. Beautiful. Endless storage. And Teddy's already back home, so we'll just go run in, turn in for the night, and get our next business day started. Day 20. What's up, Buster? Mittens is now more of an outdoor cat, I guess. Teddy, pleasure, as always. Let's go to bed, get the day started. Day 20. How we doing? Buster again. Nice, quiet. No giant creatures, nothing weird to speak of. Love that for us. Knock down all the apples, thank you. This tree is just mass producing them. Over here at the Geek store. Pay both my cashiers. Teddy on over to the safe space in which I want to have him. My shop, you're floating on air. I ain't worried about that. That's not my concern. You live your best life as you see fit. I'm gonna have you hang out with Rocco today. I think you and Buddy are plenty close. But I think you can have a much nicer time backing up here in this register. Thanks, bud. Appreciate you. And while everything else is getting ready, a 13 per. Go from a 14 to a 12. We'll grab more. Why not? Grab blood berries. Let's put those in here. Make some jam. Got plenty of them to speak of. We have dark lunacite to go right in here. And then we just need some ore. Let's use umbracite because otherwise I would forget about it. And in we go. Oh, that's only 6 short of full. Topped off, topped off. Everything else is fully loaded. So, get the day started. Bring on the customers. Rocco, have a good first day, my friend. I heard rock. When his name was Rocco, I thought he'd be like kind of a bouncer or some big burly dude. Nope. It's a literal rock. Luckily, he can't see what I'm doing to these stones outside. Don't know if they're related or what the case may be. Just kind of minding my business here. Look at all the chickens. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for the eggs. I appreciate that. Now let's head back here for the stone. And some new Sangrelith ore. Very nice. Happy to have that. And then we'll head into the store here in just a second. Give the customers some time to get things really moving and grooving. Basically right now we are a potions and weapon shop. That does have some berries for everyone to enjoy. Once I get enough jams, I'll start adding them and seeing what that can ultimately do for an increased quality of the store. As the next expansion will kick out this wall all the way up to this beam. I leveled up to go all the way back, which is pretty nice. Are you buying all of my daggers? Because it would seem you are. I don't think you need to, per se, but you know, you do you. I'd laugh if Rocco was just doing nothing and the line was getting just unbelievably long. But nope, he's just as efficient as Buddy is. Alright, I ain't mad at that. I was just curious. Kind of rude of me to stereotype a boulder or a rock. But hey, you can never be too careful. It's not like the store has background checks. You just hire people and they show up. All neatly tied into a box. So, process isn't exactly what I call detailed. We're not, you know, checking their socials or doing backgrounds. There's no drug testing, nothing of that sort. It's just you show up and all right, you want to work? Here you go. Here's what you got to get done. And then we all move on from there. And they do seem to prefer going to Rocco rather than Buddy. I find that a little interesting. But that's fine. As long as the lines are moving, that's where my head is at. There we go. And burners. Don't need any extras of that. Actually kind of running low on the potions of clarity. Finish topping this off. Sir, I am trying to load this up. Can you Like, at least let me make it attempt to look good. Thank you. So I'm trying to fake flex here. Not ever something that's gonna work, you know. They're now all of a sudden buying the expensive bows. At the beginning of the episode, they wanted the cheaper bow. Now it's all about the high-end stuff. Which, that's exactly what the goal was, to drive more traffic that way. Grab this, how we doing? Some quivers, there we go. Nice. Yeah, the lines are never getting any longer now. Between Rocco and Buddy, we are able to handle capacity, and I just kind of do the fill-in on storage as needed. But because I'm actually sort of locked in at the moment, we're not really running out of things. I was thinking an inventory person would be a absolute need, but I'm keeping up for the moment. Will that always be the case? Hopefully not. It's always nice to expand the store and how many people can kind of come in and join the team. Nice and topped off. And the storage. Good stuff. Alright, and it seems to be a rather quiet stream today. We may cut it pretty short here soon. We'll see how we do. Maybe this will be one of our potential last days of shopping here for a year. We'll see how it goes. Load it up, 17 here, 18 there. You can go back down to 19. And that's a 19. That'll do. Everyone is having a good time shopping. I'm not low on too much. Grab the expensive bows. Jump over the table. Oh, can't jump over the table. Got it. Bumps right into the chandelier. Here you go. Good. Nice to see. Good times. People are enjoying them. Why are you buying all my potions of stamina? Got something going on later? Or... I want answers. Pardon me. Yep. Excuse me. How are we doing over here? I seem to like all these swords for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I like it. Keep it supplied. You don't need to understand the customer 100% on why they do the thing. You just need to know that they do the thing. Axes are still good. Gloves are still fine. Fruits are good. Potions are hanging in. I'll get some of these because these are all single digits. I like the high potions. I got them all to double digits. He's probably gonna buy one just to buck the trend. Nope, he let me have it. Appreciate him for that. He's a real one. He knew my OCD could not handle it. There you go. And more potions for clarity. Someone is buying all of them. Those go to 18, 19, 19. It's gonna be an odd number. Swing back around this way. Get those nice and topped off. How we doing? And now for the relaxing portion of the evening. Everyone's just kind of having a good time. Finishing off what we can in the store. That's probably our last rush begins. They're going pretty ham on products, but we now have a insanely good amount of money. I thought we were at like 1,200, but 2,000's, yeah, I can do something with that. We can spend that on our next upgrade to kick out the walls, add more space, so I can eventually start getting these jams and gems on sale for people to procure, because otherwise I'm just creating them just for kicks and giggles, which, hey, it's fine. But we are a business, and I would like to ensure that we're, making some money here in this fantasy universe. I'm saying Geek Variants needs to be the most elite, but doing well would be nice. There's that, and then these will go here and here. Did a great job today, Rocco. You do have a name that is from a mobster in The Godfather. That's one of my favorite characters for a minute until his stunning moment in the movie that I did. Oh wow, that's everybody. Good job. Dang. That's wild. Alright, Teddy, how you doing back here, my furry fine friend? Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to move you yet. Just want to fill up the swords real quick, and then we'll kick out that wall and really start some new ideas for the supermarket. Because your whole station's going to get moved. Nope, I keep trying to click Teddy. There you go. Put him nice and safely up there so he's not affected by any of the projects that we have potentially coming on down the pipeline. Expansion, oh, it's 4,000. Never mind, we're not kicking out any walls. Wall dividers won't really do anything. A signed promise with the spirits of celebration. Hang tiny orbs of colorful light that twinkle with cheer whenever you're warming your shop with a gentle glow that never quite fades, even in the rain. That could be interesting. And then we get tall shells with angles. That could be a thing. The Mage Guild. And that's all stuff that they're going to add later on, because we're still in alpha for this game. Which is crazy to think how well things are going. Oh wow, I can fire people? Dang, that's crazy. Let's hire a Boxy-Tane the higher up here on the summoning pedestal. Shop's fine, as far as names are concerned. I probably got some produce hanging on. That's, yeah, produce. Yeah, I got tons of it. Use the spuds, put those back in their home over here. And voila. My bulbs go right here. How you doing? Oh, okay. It wanted to fill up and then it just stopped. Now I need the Kakaroto. So, produce. Grab my Kakaroto that I've bought previously. And those are ghost berries. So let's grab more ghost berries and we'll put those out for people to enjoy. Because I got plenty of it. Don't have to worry about ever running out of these. These are just things I've picked that I can now turn around and sell for a decent rate. It's pretty crazy how comfortable the store's getting in terms of finances. What can I really do here? Not much, because I can't afford the next upgrade, so let's just grab Teddy. Where am I going? I need to go pick up my best bear. How you doing? Come with me, sir. Let's put you back safely in the home. And we will go on to the next business day. Close the door for the night. And going to bed is how you save, so let's go on the next day. Day 21, Day Blackjack. How you doing? Good morning. Is that a giant squid? That's a giant squid. I'm staring at a giant squid in the sky. You guys seeing that? They have Sky Cthulhu out here. I'm just gonna leave that alone. Nope. If it's anything to do with Lovecraft, I'm out. I'm good. There's a giant squid on top of a mountain. Nope. I'm good. I have many problems. Sky squid issues. Nah. Let's see. Went from a 12. Ooh. Not gonna leave that there. We got blessed. Went from 1 to a 20. Lunacite shard. Shards will go in here. Beautiful. We'll grab more bloodberries, because that'll make a good jam. There you go. And now we need ore. Go back down. Use umbracite, so I keep getting more refined umbracite stones. Perfectly full. And away it goes. So, we need to make it over 4 grand a day, and as always, because YouTube wants you to do this stuff, like, comment, share, subscribe, hype, blah, blah, blah. You guys know the jam. You can see how passionate I am about promotion. Let's just go back to doing what we're doing. Buster is defying gravity, because he can. Alright, Teddy, and you're gonna hang out with Rocco again today. You hung out with Buddy for a couple weeks. You're gonna get used to seeing Rocco and keeping an eye on him, as you are our store supervisor slash friend slash mascot. You got a lot of roles. Buster has decided he's coming to work today, so I guess that's a thing. And let's oh, I didn't pay everybody yet. What am I doing? I don't know why I'm paying Rocco so much. Considering he does well, it is the exact same thing. It is what it is. Sun apple. Let's go over here. More soul berries. Claim those. There's a literal sky squid. And he was up there, and now he's back there. It's like he's retreating as the day is going on. Makes you wonder what he was doing in the first place. I couldn't reach him in the first place, but... What's up, Tornado? Thanks for the eggs. Don Feathers, good morning, everybody else. Someone kicked me. I don't know which one of them did it. Someone kicked me. You can literally see the clouds move. It's beautiful. But we won't stare at their sun, because I'm assuming it's same effects as staring at our sun in universe, so let's not test that, shall we? And over here, we're doing the thing. Everyone sound... Buster, are you in line? I don't know what you're gonna buy, but, you know, better not be using my money. That's all I know. So I don't exactly give you a salary. You're just the stray cat that lives behind the business. And my cat now lives down the hill because apparently he doesn't want to be in the same room as me. I don't know why, but he just feels that way. Fill up the gauntlets, and the rest will go in the back of storage. I wonder if that means everyone has to pay more, or how that works. Let me go ahead and put this here. And I am running out of curved swords for my jagged goat. Hello. How are you? A goat is buying a dagger. I would be careful if you've been a farmer and you've been mistreating your animals. There is a goat with trying to buy a shiv now. Probably not safe. Would not recommend. Rocco. Jagged shiv. Let's go ahead and put that back here. That's basically even. And customers don't seem to be going to... Well, it's actually pretty even between Buddy and Rocco in terms of how the AI is splitting them up for the game. Not bad. Not bad at all. The user interface is really friendly. Graphics are really nice for everything that is running currently. PC is not being pushed insanely a lot. We're not dropping much frames. And aside from the fact that a cat will occasionally run on water, pretty dang smooth. But, you know, some people are into, like, you know, cats running on water, so... Not too bad a thing. Single digits on my potions of speed. Let's go ahead and grab this. Top it off. Excuse me, sir. I'm trying to make it look like I have actual inventory, so if you'd be so kind, not take everything. Other people have needs. And how are we doing over here? It's the section I always ignore the most because it's furthest from where my base of operations is. Right here, right there, and there you go. Top it off. Buy 2 things of swords, because it looks like they are cleaning me out. Let's go ahead and push this back here. Very good. And last but certainly not least, the next section of swords. Now we're good. I'll put that there. Keep an eye on them, Teddy. There you go. And I need swords for here. The other variety. There you go. Excuse me. Pardon me. How we doing? Good stuff. Nice and topped off. Oh, quiver. Been walking right by an empty thing here for a minute. There's an axe. Full. And then this quiver we'll put right back here. Nice. Good for us. There's a goat still shopping. I don't know what for. Right here. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, they're buying it, so might as well. Take these bad boys, put them up for display over here. Nice. Incinerator for the rest. Oh, sorry about that. I accidentally bumped something, which caused me to move the mouse way too fast. I did not like how the camera was moving on that one. Arrows here and here. So our bow is doing beautiful. Now he gets space for those. Thanks to that customer, very much appreciated. Get more of my shivs. I'm over 3 grand now, that's crazy. I just got that even. Stop it. Or someone has to buy another one, so now it'd be even there. There's the expensive bows. Let's see what we got here. Pardon me. Good stuff. I need to buy a whole thing of daggers. starting to near the last few customers you'd think, but the music hasn't yet slowed it down. Once it does, then we know we're in the time for that, so let's go here. Our cat, will keep an eye on that one. Well, the stray cat that is trying to replace our current cat. Buster says Mittens can go. He's on it. And now to the relaxation portion of the evening. A little over 2 hours in. Thanks to everyone who's been checking out the stream. Appreciate y'all. You're the real MVPs. I believe we'll end this one shortly because you guys have to put up with me tonight anyway for Lord of Mysteries, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Doing a couple live streams plus the two live streams yesterday, and then all this is rather draining / taxing on the good old energy. So I don't want to limp in a performance for entertainment for your purposes. Rather give you the best quality possible, as we always do here with Geek Variants. So I will probably finish up this day, and then we will go on to the end of the stream from there. Still haven't, no one's bought a dagger since I decided I'd leave that out. They know my plan and they are not here for it. Let's go there, and that goes for the ones on the back. Boom, there's that. Is that the last customer? That is the last customer. Holy cow. The last, few hours of the shift. Literally no one bought a dagger to speak of. That's crazy. They just knew I was banking on it, so they said, nah, we're not gonna worry about it. So, hey, hats off to them. They outplayed me. They outfoxed me, as it were. And that's not something too terrible. There's that. Beautiful. Alright. How are we doing storage-wise, everybody? I can get one of those. And one of you. And one quiver as well. Once we get this store nice and topped off, we are going to be all set. There you go. The other one will be in storage. And we have our quiver, which we'll probably use all of them. I would imagine. Nope, got extras. That's fine. Not the end of the world. And the rest of these axes, here you go. And then what else we got here? Good stuff, good stuff. Alrighty then. Books are mostly done. Buy some potions of clarity. Potions of magic. Top off these shelves. Bring Teddy home. And now everything's off numbered, but that's fine. I couldn't make it even if I wanted to. Make that all the way to 18. Goes 18 as well. 14 and 14. So in cross sections, it looks like it's even, which is nice. Otherwise, store has held in for another immaculate day. Had tons of fun this episode. Tons of shenanigans occurred. The standard shenanigans, of course. Because the giant squid is still up there in the sky living its or her best life. So that's always fun. Let's put you right up here. Boom. As always, let's go to bed so we can save the game. outside, just make sure nothing's crazy potentially gonna happen. You got the rock golem, he's just walking across the sky line. Oh, the knight's back. We'll address him as need be moving forward for next episode. That'll give us something to look forward to. So as always, I'll be back tonight. I have Lord of Mysteries, or another action-packed episode. Super excited for it. I've been Brent for Geek Variants. Let me go ahead and take this out of the game. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. I appreciate each and everyone who's checked out the stream or checked us out, whether it be our shorts or recaps, reviews, however it is. We're on Spotify, we're on Twitch, we're all over the place, trying to rapidly grow so that I don't ever have to go back to a 9 to 5 and I can just stay here with you guys fully. I'm Brent for Geek Variants. I'll see you in the next one.